Welcome back. From the Brockville Arts Center, I'm talking with Administrative Coordinator Jonathan Hanna, and we're going to be talking about what is happening at the Arts Center during June and July. So we're going to give you 2 months worth of activities that are taking place. So welcome to the program. We're doing this via Zoom, Jonathan, and tell us about what is happening on Wednesday, June the 12th.
Wednesday, June 12th. We're looking forward to this event. The My View Youth Film Festival is going to be here. It's a great event for the community. So children, or shouldn't really say children, so kids from the ages of 10 to 24. So that's quite a wide age range that can be involved, but they're youth. So the Youth Film Festival, these kids, these folks have actually created these movies, and now this is trying to find out who the award winners are going to be. There's nominations by age.
Yes.
So you're going to come in, and it's a free event, and you can come in that night and come and see all the nominees are shown in a reel. So you get to see them all, and you get to see which is the best of the best. So it's kind of like a little mini Oscar ceremony here at the Brockville Arts Center. Very great event. So it's being put on by, Sorry, might have to edit this part out.
It's okay, all right.
But it's definitely a community event. It's North Grenville community is putting this on, as well as the local health unit and actually the Brockville Arts Center are the ones that are putting this event on for the community. And that event begins at 7 p.m. There's a red carpet arrival with all the nominees will come and walk the red carpet. And the event will start showing the reel at about 7:30. So
7:30?
Tickets are free, and
okay.
Tickets are free, and people can order them online. You can give us a call at the Arts Center or come down and just grab them the night of the show.
Oh, perfect. But people still have to obtain a ticket, though?
They do need a ticket.
Okay.
That's right. So get your ticket. Get your ticket to see the show.
Alrighty, perfect. And what's happening after?
After that, we actually have a movie coming in called Unsung Hero.
Okay.
This movie is going to take place on June 13th and 14th, and 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. screenings. This movie is, it looks very interesting. It's about a family that moves to the United States from Australia in the 90s.
Yes. And
they become a very, very famous family band, actually touring to arenas and everything like that. They're a Grammy award-winning band. So this is their true story about how the faith and everything they've done and kept the family together actually helped move them to the success that they've had. So starting from humble beginnings to worldwide stardom. So come and watch Unsung Hero. Tickets are $10 for adults, and students and children are going to be $5 for tickets for that event. So it's a feel-good movie then? A feel-good movie. We always need to screen some of those every now and then, but it's going to be a nice one. It's going to be a good film. I'm pretty sure people will enjoy that one. Good. And June the 19th. What is happening on June the 19th? June 19th. This is called Music of the Night. It's a concert tour. It's in celebration of Andrew Lloyd Webber. Oh. So it's all of Andrew Lloyd Webber's songs. We're talking from Jesus Christ Superstar to Cats to Phantom to Evita, all and everything in between. So it's going to be all of his shows are going to be represented during this event. Now, I will say, if you want tickets for this show, you better get them now, because we're well over 3/4 of the way full for this show. So I'm assuming by the time this show actually happens, you'll be sold. It's going to be a sellout. Yeah. It's selling quite phenomenally. So do not miss it. It's going to be utterly fantastic. The videos look really cool. So Music of the Night, the concert tour, June 19th. Show begins at 7:30 for that one. Well, when you're talking about Andrew Lloyd Webber, I mean, that is a draw right there, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Awesome. 100%. And I mean, Brockville is known for its theater community. And there's a lot of interest when you have music theater type performances taking place. So, I mean, Andrew Lloyd Webber, I mean, is there a bigger box you can check than that one when you're talking those type of events? So, I mean, it's, like I said, it's right now, it's our hottest seller. So if you want tickets, you better get down here now. And the evening starts at what time? That one starts at 7:30. Okay, all righty. And following that, what is on Friday, June the 21st, I believe? Well, let me check my cheat sheet. We have so much going on. I know. I gotta have my cheat sheet in front of me. Yeah. So this one's Classic Albums Live. If you remember last year, Doreen, we talked about Classic Albums Live. We brought in 2 of them last year. One of them was Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, and then we did CCR's Chronicle. This one, actually, we did a fan vote last year to find out what one people would want to see if we were to look for another classic albums. And the overwhelming vote getter was for Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know, I think it's been an album that was probably existed in somebody's collection, maybe even a few times over. But somebody had it on vinyl and then cassette and then CD, and now they probably have it on, their Spotify. But it's probably one of those well-traveled albums. But it's definitely it's a faithful recreation of the album. So every little nuance that you hear when you listen to the album is going to be represented, which was so cool when you saw Dark Side of the Moon, and they have so many sound effects that they're recreating on stage. So the way they want this to be is like there's no talking in between the numbers. It's almost like you're putting the needle down on the album and you're just listening to it.
Oh,
and
that's nice.
The whole thing is close your eyes and just picture yourself listening to it with your headphones on. And that's what you're going to get in a live setting. So fantastic. It's Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell, played from cover to cover.
What time does this performance start?
This performance starts at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So we're going a little bit more rock and roll for this one. We're going to go 8, make it a little bit later.
Yes.
But no, this is Friday, June the 21st, 8 o'clock, first day of summer.
Well, that's
let's
good.
Celebrate it.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate 8 o'clock. Why not?
Well,
it doesn't get dark till 10.
Go out,
So.
go out and have dinner. Make it a full evening. Have dinner, and then go to the art center.
That's right. It's a good way to kick off that first weekend of summer.
It is indeed. I like that. Any more movies?
We're going to have a movie take place, but I do want to cover something that's going to happen on June 23rd.
Please.
So it might not be on your list, but it's on mine.
Okay.
I have the updated cheat sheet here. The Brockville Concert Band is doing a spring performance.
Oh.
It's a free event that's going to take place here at the Arts Center on Sunday, June 23rd at 2 p.m.
Isn't that
so
nice?
it's another free show that's going to be taking place down here. Brockville Concert Band is a great way to spend a nice summer afternoon, coming in, hearing some good music played by some great local performers. So that is going to be an event. Tickets will be available for that soon. So definitely pick them up. They're free. So just you can order them online, come down to the Art Center, or give us a call. We'll make sure we get some tickets set aside for you.
Okay, I like that. Well, thank you.
And then we have a movie.
Then you have a movie, okay.
Then we have a movie. So we have a film coming in. It's going to run on June 27th and 28th, again with the 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Screening times. And this one's called The Great Escaper. It's kind of a timely movie right now because it's actually, it's about a veteran of the Second World War trying to get to the D-Day ceremony. And this is a true story. Michael Caine plays the gentleman who felt that he left it too long to make his plans to go to D-Day due to some personal issues that were happening with his wife, health issues happening at home, and decides, well, I'm going to walk to this event.
Yes.
So it's about his travel, and he was dubbed the Great Escaper by leaving his assisted living facility and just walking to the ceremony.
Isn't that amazing?
But I mean, it's Michael Caine's last film, so to make it even more important to come and see this one of the all-time great actors. I think like Michael Caine's just one of the most entertaining actors you could find.
Oh, he is.
And coming to see him in his last film would be pretty special. So
well, not only that, Jonathan, but he would be great in that role, wouldn't he? I mean, whoa.
I think so. He's always one of those actors that just has that kind of gleam in his eye that there's always something going on.
Yeah.
And he's definitely one of those guys that you just, when he's on screen, you can't take your eyes off him. He's just one of those guys that whenever he's in a movie, people take notice, and just very enjoyable. So, I mean, it's one of those bittersweet things, but when you look back and you watch this, it's kind of probably a nice way to probably end his career on a movie that's probably going to be a crowd pleaser for sure.
Yes, exactly.
And another one of those feel-good movies, we'll just check another box and say there's another feel-good movie at the Art Center.
You got it. So does that complete June now? Are we going into July?
That will be the end of June.
Okay.
Yeah, and moving into July.
Yes.
So the first event that we have.
Yes, please. What is it?
July 5th. And I'm going to ask you a question, Doreen. If you were to choose what you felt was the biggest band to come out of Canada, what would it be?
The biggest band to come out of Canada. You're really pressing me on this one, aren't you? Let's see, the biggest band that came out of, would it be Rush?
It would be Rush. I mean, for my money, it would be Rush. But you're also looking at your cheat sheet. But,
Yes, I did.
I mean, yeah. Rush is one of those bands that, I mean, of all the tributes that we've ever done here in the time I've been here, we've never done anything with Rush. They're one of Canada's most popular bands. When they were around and touring, they were sold out shows all over the world, and I mean, they have a catalog of music that people just love. And I mean, if you're a Rush fan, you love Rush. Mm-hmm. Now, interesting thing is, this band is the same as Rush, because when you hear a Rush song, you think there's more than 3 people making the sounds that you hear on that album, but it's only 3 guys. And this show is 3 performers. And the cool thing is, the guy has to recreate the drums of Neil Peart, mm-hmm. and he's also the vocalist. So I mean, it's gonna be quite interesting. And he has to drum like Neil Peart, and he has to sound like Geddy Lee when he sings. So there's two things going at the same time. That's gonna be quite cool to watch. But this band sounds phenomenal. They're coming actually from Quebec. We're bringing them down here to do this show. And it's going to be a great show. So that one is going to take place on July the 5th. It's a Friday night, going back to the 7:30 start time, because it's a few days after the longest day of the year, so it's going to get darker sooner on July 5th. So it's going to start at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are still available for this, so if you want to catch this really cool Rush tribute show, New World Men is the name of the show, The Sounds of Rush. So come and catch that one on July 5th.
Okay. Yes, I did. I have to admit I did cheat. I looked at my sheet. Okay. So, are we any movies in July, or am I too soon?
So July, what we've got right after the Rush show is we're going back to another movie.
Okay.
This one's called Wildcat. It looks like an interesting movie. It's about an author, and it's about her writing her books and how difficult it was in that time period for her to actually get these books and short stories off the ground. Really? It looks like a very cool film. It's directed by Ethan Hawke, the actor.
Okay. Yes.
So he wrote it and directed it.
Yes.
And his daughter, Maya Hawke, is actually the lead actor in the movie. And it's got a really cool cast. It's got like Laura Linney is in it. So some very well-known names. It looks like a very good one. So that one's going to be on Thursday, July 11th and Friday the 12th, now 2 p.m. and 7. Sorry.
Go ahead. 2 p.m. a matinee, and then at 7.
Yeah, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. screening. So all of our films are going to run at 2 p.m. and 7. We'll always do matinees and evenings for our films. Okay. So yes.
Would you say that this particular movie is more of a drama than anything else?
You know what? Watching the trailer, it had some comedic elements to it as well.
Oh, it did?
So
okay.
I do think it is a drama, but it does have some elements that had me actually laugh out loud during the
the viewing of it. Yeah.
There was this really cool one-liner in it that I loved, because the author is talking to somebody, and she said, your book really left a bad taste in my mouth. And then she goes, well, you weren't supposed to eat it. And I thought that just made me just laugh out loud. And I was just thought, okay, if this is the wit that this person is going to have, then I could be really into watching this movie. It looks like a good one. So that's Wildcat on July 11th and 12th.
All right. Is there a magic show that's going to be happening?
There is. We have Wonderful. It's a family magic show. And that one's going to be on Sunday, July the 14th. It's a 2 p.m. matinee. Really cool. I mean, it's always nice to be able to do events here for kids. And I mean, during the summer months, it's like I know kids have camp and all this other stuff that they do throughout the weeks. But if families are looking for something to do together, there's Wonderful, the family magic show happening here on July the 14th at 2 p.m.
Okay, so that's good.
Grab your tickets for that and come and enjoy a family magic show.
Yes. Why not? What's taking place on the 17th of July?
17th of July, we have a show called the Rocksteadies. The show is that they're doing, like the band is the Rocksteadies. They're going to be grooving through the years is the name of the show. So essentially what this show is going to be, Wednesday, July 17th at 7:30, this is going to be almost like a party show.
Okay.
Because there's going to be music that's really upbeat sounds that are going to take you from the 60s through to today.
Oh.
So they're going to be doing some songs from we're talking like the 60s hits up to doing numbers, I think, even on their set list, like Beyonce. So, I mean, you're going to be hearing some really cool things that are going to be happening. I think it's like Hall & Oates, you know, all these different things. And it's just, what it is we just want people to come in and have a good time with this show. It's another upbeat thing, and it's It's going to be great to see. So it's Wednesday, July 17th, 7:30 p.m. for that show with the Rocksteadies, Grooving Through the Years.
So it sounds like it's my kind of music. That's what it sounds like.
And it's one that's going to be a nice show. You're going to come in and it's going to put a spring in your step, I think, when it's over. And it's going to be probably, I can imagine everybody leaving is going to be singing along with some of the songs that are played that night for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun.
They'll be singing in their sleep. So what follows? What follows this?
What follows that? We have another movie.
Oh.
Now this one, I can say that it's probably not in your cheat sheet. This is probably a newer one that was added to the schedule. As you can tell, we're very busy.
Yes.
This one, it's probably not going to be the most upbeat movie, but it's a story of Amy Winehouse.
Oh, okay.
Called Back to Black. So
Back to Black.
This is going to be the story of her creating that album, and obviously facts about her life, her short life, but what a phenomenal performer she was when she was with us, because that album is now an all-time classic. So that movie, Back to Black, is going to be on Thursday, July 18th and 19th. Again, the 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. screenings.
Okay.
And should be a very good film. But again, it's probably not going to be upbeat, but it's going to be just a fascinating story about an individual that for a while she was just a very, popular individual, and with that left a short legacy, but an album that's never going to be forgotten.
Well, an interesting individual. That I think that's what people are going to go to the movie to see, is who was she really? She wasn't here long enough for us to really get to know her. So who was she? Yeah.
And it's interesting because I think, when you look at someone like that, to hear her story, there's so many people out there right now that have become very popular, and you wonder about that what if.
Yeah.
If somebody with her talent was still with us, because you look at singers like Adele, and who writes those personal songs that are kind of like Amy Winehouse in a sense, and you see people like Taylor Swift and all these people that I can imagine that someone like Amy Winehouse would have been somebody that would have been, at least musically would have been an inspiration to these people, because uncompromising in her songwriting and her performances. And I think she left a mark, and I think we're still seeing that today in the performers that people follow, for sure.
Yeah. Well, the talent was there, and people recognize that. So yeah. No, I think that will be 100%. a very good movie indeed. And the 20th. Ooh, right after. Okay, Saturday.
The 20th.
Yes.
Yeah. This one's actually very special. It's the Duncan Hopkins Quartet. So this is a band that's coming to us direct from Toronto. This is a jazz quartet. And what we're doing with this event is it's very limited. We're trying to make this it's just going to be a very nice intimate setting. So we only have 200 tickets that we're going to sell for this show. We want to keep it nice and intimate, kind of like a jazz club feel, and get everybody in to kind of see this show. So this band consists of people that are Order of Canada winners. So I mean, this is not your regular average jazz band. This is a band of some pretty heavy hitters that are going to come down here and entertain us here that night. So it's a one night only event. It's July 20th, 7:30 p.m. start time. Like we said, tickets are limited. So if you want to come and catch this show, get your tickets, because it's going to be a phenomenal night of music.
It sounds like it will be. Definitely. And you'll probably end up selling out for this too. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. I mean, we did kind of stack the deck by making an intimate night, but it's, I think there's just, you see kind of how people in Brockville and the surrounding areas respond when you get a very, very good, high quality event here. And that was why, if you keep it small and intimate, that's what people expect from this type of music. It's, it's something that you want to get that intimate connection between yourself and the performer. And that was why the decision was, well, let's make this more compact, to give that kind of feel for the show. So you're in the jazz club, because any jazz club video you see, it's the performers are right there.
Yes,
and you wanted to see them.
Exactly.
So
I agree with you. Yeah.
So this is going to be a great event. So anybody interested in seeing this one, get your tickets now, because like we said, the tickets are limited. So come and grab them.
Don't wait. Call right away. Okay, so are we wrapping up July? Because we're at July 20th. So is there anything
there's
more?
One more show actually on July 24th.
Right.
This show is called Southern Comfort.
Okay.
Now, I should have mentioned this before when we were talking about the Rocksteadies, but This band, if anybody remembers the show we did last year here called Decades of Bond, the Rocksteadies and Southern Comfort both have members of those bands are going to be in the Rocksteadies and the Southern Comfort band.
Okay.
Ed Lister, who's a Juno-winning trumpet player, he's from Ottawa. He puts these shows together. They're phenomenal quality. Anybody who saw the James Bond show last year, it was a highlight of our year for sure. It was a fantastic show. And the performer, the vocalist from that, she is going to be coming back for Southern Comfort. And this is the music. It's right in the name. It's Southern Comfort. It's like Southern rock and that bluesy kind of sound that you're going to get from like Lynyrd Skynyrd and CCR and Bonnie Raitt and all those great performers. So this is definitely going to be a show that's going to be a great way to kind of cap off our July. It's just going to be phenomenal. Like the level of musicianship you're going to get from both of those shows is going to be second to none. So Southern Comfort is July 24th at 7:30, and tickets are available now, so don't miss this one. It's going to be a nice way to spend a summer night.
Actually, Jonathan, all of these are great, either the movies or the performances. That's an excellent lineup for June and July. Congratulations.
Yeah.
The tickets, yes?
Main thing is, I just want to say it's very important for people to know we're trying to make sure we have something for everybody.
Yes.
So, you got a magic show for kids. You got, the Andrew Lloyd Webber stuff for people who enjoy the music theater. So we're trying to make sure the variety is there to not just get everybody out to kind of just experience something here at the Arts Center, because as you know, because I know you've been to many shows here, it's a place that's second to none to come and see a show. And it's just, we just want as many people as possible to come and check something out, and try something new. Like if you didn't think you'd like a jazz show, why don't you come out and try it and come and see that Duncan Hawkins show and check that one out. Or if you didn't like Meatloaf's albums 30 years ago, maybe your taste have changed.
Yes.
So
yes, you're right.
Come and try it again
Right.
and see what you think. So it's always one of those things that we just say, like, there's always something different. So the cool thing is just trying something new.
You're right. I like that. Tickets are available at the box office, right? So they can call, they can drop by, or
you can go online to our website and you can order tickets there too.
So it's easy. Very, very easy to do.
It is very easy. I mean, if you're down here, you can come right in and see us. We got a great staff of people here ready to help you out and answer any questions. They'll do that as well on the phone. If you have any questions about anything, we're quite happy to answer those. And if you're ordering from far away and you can't make it here and you just want the ease of service, or if you're clicking through on the phone and see something at 2 a.m., we're open 24 hours online, so you can always get your tickets and you don't have to wait for us to open. So
Exactly.
So you can get your tickets in those ways. And but yeah, we're always open online.
Talking about the hours of operation, what are they?
So if you wanted to come down to the Arts Center and if you wanted to call us by phone, so we're open from Tuesdays to Fridays, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. And on Saturdays, we're open from 11 to 2. And that would be our time that we'd be open to the public for any phone calls or people walking in off the street to come in and buy tickets.
Perfect. Anything else you would like to add other than please come to our shows?
Well, what I could say is, and this isn't really just to give people kind of an idea about what's coming up in the later months, like I'm not going to give you the dates yet, but if you want to see the return of Ron James, Matt Dusk,
yes.
We have the comic strippers, and we actually have an Anne of Green Gables ballet coming here to town.
You have a ballet that's coming?
A ballet, Anne of Green Gables. So, I mean, it's going to be very cool. So lots of stuff coming up after the summer. So just keep your eyes open, because there's always new things that are going to be happening here at the Arts Center.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Thank you ever so much. Always nice to talk with you. And as I said, there is something for everyone here. You've done an excellent job with this lineup for June and July.
Well, thank you very much, Doreen. Appreciate it.
You're very, very welcome. And that's it for this week's episode of FYI. Till next time, I'm Doreen Barnes.